Hello, Jonathan Silver. Please see the offer to purchase the vacant KFC building in Hemet, California that I'm sending along with this video. I've been looking at this shop and I've got a tenant that I believe goes in this shop. I got this tenant by working on a vacant Wahoo's Tacos. It had Wahoo Tacos and Starbucks next to each other, and Wahoo's left the building and I needed a new tenant for a friend of mine, and he had this building and I started working on it. The guys that hit the best were this chicken shop. It's another chicken shop that does a lot better sales than the average KFCs, and I think this chicken shop would fit into this location really well. They're not already in this marketplace. The guy that makes the decision is pretty close to here. I can drive him over to this shop and show it to him and get him to look at it and then get his opinion if this is the right place for him. If he believes this is the right place for him, like I think the data says it is, I would like to offer him the money to resurface the shop, change the color, change what needs to be changed to put them in there, make it really easy for them to go for it, let them go run with the shop from there. And so a part of this offer that I'm sending is asking for some time. They're going to want to look at it a couple different ways. They're going to ask me for some time to make sure before they're really ready to roll. I'm cooking that into the price of this offer accordingly. So please take a look at the offer and the time that I'm asking for to work with this shop. While I'm working with this shop, I'd like to work with a bunch of other shops that could fit into this building. Statistically, they hit really well and they should go here. And I've worked with a lot of these brands and other shops as well, but I think this one particular chicken shop fits here the best. I would like to reach out to them. Maybe they bid more, maybe they can move faster, and one of them will go for it. I've got the data. I'm a data guy. I love working on the data side of who goes into these shops. I like doing it from the land perspective. I usually take land and I'm looking for a tenant for that land because I can't sell that land without a good tenant. And when I get a good tenant for that land, then the land becomes liquid and I can pass it off to my partners. I can turn it into cash and they go build it out, or maybe I'm involved with the build out on different ones and different paths from there. But when we do that, I figure out who the tenants are for those properties. So when I figure out who the tenants are for those properties, I talk to them. I ask them, what other markets do you want to be in? What are the attributes you're looking for? What co-tenancies do you like? What size shops do you like? What kind of traffic? What kind of demographics? I ask them all these questions, but at the same time, I do a data set against their other locations and I look at their best operating locations where they're getting the best sales. And I look at the attributes in the data of what makes a really top shop for them. And then I go look for more locations that would be another top shop for them. Because if I've got a great location, whether they know it or not, I can show it to them and I can tell them why this is a good location for them. I can use data off of their other shops and their competitors' shops to show them that this is a good place to go. And so I would like to do that on this. I've already put the data together for this particular shop here as a part of my due diligence to make it worth my time to work on this property. And I think it's a really good spot for this particular brand. So I've got a brand that I like to work with that I think fits really well into this shop. I would like to consummate the contract to purchase this shop. I would like to get them over there to tour the shop and offer them the finance to make it happen. And if they go for it, I'm going to try to close with you as fast as I can and rent it out to them and take it out to the markets later on from there under their name and their brand and their credit and let it go. So if that's okay with you, please take a look at that offer. Let me know. Feel free to ask questions. Get back to me anytime. My contact information is included with this offer. If other people are listening to this video and you like those kinds of data attributes and the data dance, as I like to call it, of how to find a tenant for these kinds of properties, please take a look at the link in my description of this video. The link will take you back to a little community that we've got set up. Like-minded people, a couple hundred people on there. I'm going back and forth all the time with people on there, talking to them about different properties and different angles and ways to make these kinds of properties happen. What tenant, who's the right person to talk to about this one? What are the normal negotiations like with that one and this one? And we get into all kinds of details in that forum. I like to do live presentations on there. I learn a lot by teaching. And as I teach, people come with different questions and comments and corrections and things. And I learn a lot by who shows up in those calls. So feel free to take a look at the community there and the calendar and sign up, or it's free. Go check that out and show up in some of those calls if you like. If you like to finance these kinds of deals and you're looking for ones that are in the pipeline somewhere along the development phase, I'm always looking for help there as well. I would like to pass the ones off that I'm into, recapitalize, come back and make more offers like this on vacant shops so that I can impregnate or get branded going forward, fix them, figure them out, add value, right? And make them cash flowing assets going forward. My website, realvacantland.com, has got my contact information there. You can reach out to me and I'll tell you about what I got coming up, and maybe one of the properties I got coming up is the right one for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hopefully subscribe. I hope to have more interviews of industry professionals in the future on here. And if you're interested in that, hit subscribe. You'll see more of these kinds of videos coming up. Thanks. Bye.